Welcome back to the Bryan Devore Connection, and I'm your host, Bryan Devore. There are a lot of wonderful nonprofit organizations in San Diego County that help seniors who are in need. And one of my favorite ones is ElderHelp. And one of my favorite people happens to work at ElderHelp, and she is Carrie McClellan. Carrie, how are you doing today?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having me, Bryan.
Yeah, my pleasure. So how long have you been with ElderHelp?
I just celebrated 11 years this week.
Okay, fantastic. And you and I, we do a lot of networking together, and we have some fun banter and stuff, but we also talk about all the important work that ElderHelp does. So tell us a little bit about ElderHelp, the history, and what it is that ElderHelp does.
Sure. So ElderHelp is a local nonprofit organization, and we have been supporting seniors in the San Diego community for over 48 years now. We started out in the Mid-City area with volunteers in the basement of a local church, and they developed a lot of programming around the needs of seniors in that particular area. And over the years, we've expanded our services as well as our geographic area, and we support seniors and their ability to continue living at home independently for as long as possible by providing care coordination services, transportation, grocery shopping assistance, minor home repairs, friendly visits, home sharing, and so much more.
Yeah, there's a lot. We're going to talk about some of those specific things. One of the things that you mentioned just now was volunteer.
Yes.
And one of the things that I've always loved about ElderHelp is how you've gotten a team of volunteers to do all this wonderful work out in the community. So tell us about some of the volunteer opportunities.
Sure, and volunteers are really at the core of our organization. We couldn't begin to support the number of seniors in our community who need our help if it wasn't for community members getting involved in various ways. So we have a variety of opportunities, such as delivering food from our pantry or making check-in calls, grocery shopping assistance with seniors, doing friendly visits so they go out and do fun things together, helping to keep the seniors' homes safe, so doing minor home repairs, fixing light bulbs, changing out smoke detectors, all of those things that are often difficult for older adults to do on their own. Our volunteer corps helps with all of those different things, and we're always looking for volunteers to join our team. There's so many different options, so I encourage anybody to check that out.
Great, and we'll have all the information for ElderHelp on the screen later on down in the video. So what kind of special training do the volunteers need to have, or do they have to have?
That's a great question. Our volunteers really have a variety of skill sets, so they don't have to come with any specific training on their own. We provide training through ElderHelp depending on what program they're interested in supporting. For instance, our home safety and maintenance program might be one where people have a particular skill set that they would like to utilize, but they don't have to. They could do simple projects that I myself might be able to do as well, but others might get more involved, like installing a grab bar, and we can train them on those types of tasks. But otherwise, we just really appreciate people wanting to get involved and wanting to share their time with seniors. That's really the best way to go about it.
That's great. I wish there were more people who wanted to do that. I think it takes a village, obviously, to help. With the pandemic over the last couple of years, and it's still going on. It's not gone. But how have you guys adjusted to what you've had to do, how you've delivered services?
Sure, it has definitely been a big shift as all of the organizations in our community have had to make modifications. ElderHelp is no different. We continued to provide all of our services during the pandemic, but we kept safety at the top of our priority list to make sure that our clients were maintaining their safety as well as our volunteers. So a lot of what we provided was contact lists or making phone calls so that we can check in a variety of ways. But we're back in person and providing those connections again with our volunteers, interacting with their clients in the home, which is, we couldn't ask for anything more. Although we're still taking precautions and making sure that people are maintaining their safety through that.
That's great to hear. All right, so as you know, I'm a real estate agent. Housing is big and important for me, and housing seniors is critical right now. And the shortage we have of housing we're trying to figure out solutions and so forth. Yes. ElderHelp actually has a wonderful solution called HomeShare. So tell us about HomeShare and how it all works.
Sure, and you are correct. I mean, there is so many people who are looking for affordable housing in our community, and one of the programs that we offer through ElderHelp, HomeShare, helps to facilitate a match between two different individuals. One who is a home provider, somebody who has an extra room in their home, perhaps they are looking to rent it out for additional income, or they're starting to need some additional assistance in the home, and renting out a room in exchange for having some of that help might be a good benefit for them to be able to maintain their independence and continue living where they want to. And on the other side, for a home seeker looking for a room to move into, they have a benefit of stable housing, and they're able to pay a lowered rent cost than what they could find on their own in San Diego, by also having that shared house feeling between the two.
Got it. And there's nothing more important than someone to have a roof over their head.
Yep.
I mean, it's the beginning and end of everything, because if you don't have a roof over your head, you can't really function in society. You have no place to send mail.
Right.
I mean, it all starts and it begins and ends with housing. So does it seem to work pretty well? I mean, how do you monitor how they're getting along, how it functions?
Sure, and that's the important part about going through a program like ElderHelp, because we have our housing service coordinators who are involved throughout the entire process. They vet both parties, so they make sure that they are appropriate for the program. They interview, they do background checks, and then we encourage people to meet and give it a try and see what they think. And if they feel that it could be a good match, they might do a trial, and then they can facilitate the matching process with our housing service coordinators being part of that. We help to write out the expectations, making sure that from the beginning everybody knows what they need to do for that particular match. And it is successful. Our longest match has been 16 years. So it definitely does work when you have the right people, and some of our home providers have had multiple home seekers in their homes over the years, and they continue to call us when their home seeker is ready to move out for whatever reason, so that we can continue to rematch them.
That's amazing. And what areas of San Diego County is the home share in?
Sure. So for home providers, the areas that we prioritize for that are the City of San Diego, the City of Poway, and Vista. However, if there are individuals outside of those areas, if we have home seekers that are interested in moving in to those particular communities, then we can assist them. It just might take a little bit longer. Home seekers can come from anywhere in the county, and we try to match them with our available home providers.
Got it. One of the issues that you and I have talked about before is caregiver burnout, people who are taking care of loved ones and so forth. And you have some good support programs for those caregivers. Tell us about that.
Yes, so we have been supporting seniors in our community for over 48 years, as I mentioned, but along with the seniors comes family members, people who are in their lives and looking for resources or worrying about their aging loved ones. So we have created a family caregiver support program that offers assistance to those individuals so that they don't have to spend so much time looking around for resources. They can come to us and we can help point them in the right direction. We have developed courses that are online and available at no cost for people to check out, and there's a lot of really good assessment tools and caregiving support education that are involved with those. We also host webinars. You were on one of our previous webinars as well, sharing your expertise, and that's a way for us to continue educating family caregivers about their role and as they go through their journey.
Got it. There is so much to ElderHelp, and there's so many needs that seniors have, so it's great to have an organization like yours that does provide all these wonderful services. You don't have to take my word for it. You can take Carrie's word for it. You just heard from her. But also visit their website. Their information's on the screen, and you can learn more about all the programs they have, home share, how to volunteer. Everything you need is right there on their website. Carrie, thank you so much for joining me and sharing all your expertise about what a wonderful organization ElderHelp is.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here.
My pleasure. Thank you.